going on, guys? Nando here. One more video, and we're talking a little over 24 hours with the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Now, in over 24 hours with this phone, one main thing has stood out to me. One big thing that just keeps tripping me out is a huge mind twister, bender, however you want to word it, is the simple fact that this phone is a 6.2-inch screen. Now, when I think of 6.2 inches or 6 and above, I think of phones like the Nexus 6. I think of phones like the Sony Xperia Z Ultra, the tablet. I think of phones that are massive. And then here comes Samsung with a 6.2-inch screen. When you actually hold it in hand, it feels good. It doesn't feel big. It doesn't feel massive. It doesn't feel abnormal. And that, so far, in over 24 hours, it's what keeps messing with my mind. I'm coming from an iPhone 7 Plus that I will be doing comparisons with in the future, so please subscribe to watch those, okay? The second I took my SIM card out of the iPhone 7 Plus and put it in this phone, I was like, wait a minute. 5.5-inch phone versus 6.2-inch phone, and the 5.5 just feels so abnormal, so awkward, so old, antiquated, dated. I don't even know the right word to use, but those are all emotions that I get when I go from the iPhone 7 Plus to this Galaxy S8 Plus. Little over 24 hours in, and I'm in love with the screen on this phone. It's gorgeous, it's sharp, it's beautiful. The Infinity Edge display has been perfected. I've used the Galaxy S6 Edge and the Galaxy S7 Edge, and I've used the Note 7 and the Note 6. And Samsung has absolutely perfected the way this screen curves and the way this screen feels in your hand. That's my opinion. I absolutely love it. The colors are vibrant. Of course, Samsung loves to saturate things, but you know what? It makes everything pop. It looks fantastic. So, screen size to me, 6.2 is just absolutely amazing. I'm willing to bet that those who've got the 5.8-inch phone are or feel the same exact way about their phone, given the fact that that's even a smaller phone, yet bigger screen than iPhone 7 Plus, yet smaller physically than the iPhone 7 Plus. Now, a little over 24 hours in, that's not the only thing that I love about this phone, guys. The battery life so far on this phone has been fantastic. I am going on 70% right now. This phone has been on for over 12 hours. I've used this phone for almost an hour and a half screen on time, and the standby time does whatever Samsung does to optimize its battery. Hey, Samsung, kudos to you. I know you're not trying to push the limits and put a bigger battery in because, hey, we know what happened. I'm not going to make any joke about it. There's been plenty of that. You guys went conservative. Some say you should have gone with a bigger battery life. But right now, so far, I'm digging the battery life. No issues whatsoever, and battery is a big thing for me. Camera on this phone. Few pictures that I've taken so far, fantastic. They didn't really do anything with the rear. They've changed the sensor a little bit, but so far, reliable, sharp, perfect, no complaints. Front-facing camera, so far, I really dig the fact that it can autofocus. It can autofocus on two people as well. That is a major, major win. Fast charging, so far so good. Speaker, loud. Really not much to say about it. Loud. Wish it was in a better placement, but at least it's loud. Fingerprint scanner in the back. Okay, everybody's talked about that. Everybody has talked about how much they dislike the fact that they put it right beside the camera sensor. And you know what? Sure. It's not the best. It's not the most ideal spot for the fingerprint sensor. We get that. Whatever. But I truly believe that Samsung did this for one reason only. They wanted to show us how much their technology has improved in the iris scanner, what kind of cool technology they've introduced with the face recognition system, and the simple fact that this is going to lead to a future where this fingerprint scanner is not even going to exist. It's probably going to be embedded in the screen like rumors have suggested for the iPhone 8 and on, and for this Samsung that they did not do for this model. So I'll tell you this right now. I'd say I maybe use the fingerprint scanner 5% of the time. Not because it doesn't work well, not because it's not fast, not because of the location, but the fact of the matter is facial recognition is fantastic. You get the option to use the facial recognition or the iris scanner. You cannot use both at the same time. I think that's Samsung's way of telling the camera to focus on one thing or the other. Whichever one you choose, it's amazing. Of course, you got the fingerprint scanner. Of course, you got the pin in case something's not happening or not working as you wish. You obviously can unlock your phone. No big deal. The actual home button, okay? Now, I'll say this about the home button. So far, early impressions, it works fine. Well, I shouldn't even say it works fine. It works. There's no issues with it. I'm coming from an iPhone 7 Plus, and I actually prefer the tactile feedback, that vibration that the iPhone 7 Plus provides over the Galaxy S8 Plus. The S8 Plus one actually feels like a vibration. It feels a little forced. That's just an opinion. I just prefer the way the iPhone 7 Plus feels with their haptic engine versus the Galaxy S8 Plus and how they've incorporated into their phone. Other than that, so far, over 24 hours, no complaints with the phone. Have no complaints with the phone, honestly, so far. Now, when I do my final review, when I do my likes and dislikes and things to consider about this phone, maybe I'll find some other things that I think you guys should know about. But right now, over 24 hours in, no issues whatsoever. I got nothing to complain about. You already know how TouchWiz is. TouchWiz is better now than it's ever been before. It's not heavy, it's not in your face, but the features are there if you want to use them. Haven't even messed with Edge display yet, but if you've owned an S6 Edge or a Note 7 or a 7 Edge, you know those features are there. If you want to use them, great. If you don't use them. So far, can only recommend it. I'm excited about this phone. This phone feels great in the hand, and this phone is actually sexy. Like, it feels good to pull this out because it's part of you. When you spend that much money on a device, you want to feel good when using it. You want it to look good. No one goes out there and buys a piece of technology, in this case, a phone, which is attached to our body. Literally, we carry it everywhere, and goes, man, I really want that phone right there that does not look good. So Samsung, you guys have knocked it out of the ballpark. Hardware is fantastic. In my opinion, no other phone out right now, period, looks as good, feels as good, and is as good as the Galaxy S8 Plus. That's it, guys. That's all I have for you in this video. I will be dropping more videos on the Galaxy S8 Plus going forward, as well as obviously other videos. Some comparisons between the Apple AirPods and those AKG headphones that came with the Galaxy S8 Plus. So please subscribe if you haven't. Please thumbs up this video as well, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.